action with Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, it's Willis. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Another tote for Etienne. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the counter, Etienne. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Etienne going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 7, Willis. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. First and 10, it's Willis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Willis. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our VCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Touchdown, Jaguars! And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Willis to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 45 on second down, Willis. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, Willis to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. Agnew now to return. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Lawrence. Complete. Smith has it. Pushes him over. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Lawrence's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, here's Willis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18
On 1st down, Willis. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Play action, Willis. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Patterson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays.
Ready. Opposite. Mark it.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On the set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
A handoff for Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On second down, Etienne once more. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Willis is going to throw once more. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Willis on third and long. Under pressure, and down he goes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Jaguars, it's an ideal start as they move to 3.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, that's how you know.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hog